Hey, good morning, friends. Yeah, my name is Shadrach Sunday. Good to have you again on my YouTube channel. Yes, and this morning, very quickly, I want to share with you some things about life that I think are important and will join to your progress in life. Will bring about a shift for you. Yeah, I want to share with us this morning on the reason for life and how to discover why you're here on earth. You know, I think being born to the earth is one of the things that nobody ever planned to achieve in life. Every man who ever came to earth just discovered their existence on earth, and then, like that, everybody was just born, and suddenly you discovered you have a body, and then you exist, and then there's a breath that constantly comes into your chest, and then you are up and moving about. You know, we are all on earth, and thank God. But the next question to be asked is, why am I here? What am I doing here? That question must be answered, or else life will seem frustrating an experience to have. Very true. Now, let's take for an instance, a scenario. Let me just try to paint a picture. Now, take for instance, somebody was robbed or kidnapped and then thrown in a particular location which he has never known before. He doesn't have an awareness about that place. He just got to find himself there, you know. And he wakes up suddenly in a location that he can't define or doesn't know anything about. The first thing to be done there is not to just start living and moving about, say, what am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? The first thing is to ask, how did I come here? Why did I come here? Who brought me here? Those three questions are very, very vital. Why? How did I come here? Why did I come here? And who brought me here? These two questions are very, very vital and very, very essential to that person's sustainability, and then making a point in that place which he has found. And of course, everybody wants to make a point. It's natural for every human to want to make a point, to just make a point with his living, to have a point of progress, like that. So the first thing to be done is those three questions must be asked, and sometimes he may not know, you may not readily find or see who brought you there. And if you are lucky to have, in such scenario, if you are lucky to have some other persons around who are like, man, we was in the same situation, and maybe there were people who were in that situation before you came, you should ask those predecessors, those people who were there before you came, like, how did you guys get here? I don't know. What have you been doing here? And who sent you here? Asking people who have gone ahead questions is one of the cheapest ways, I think, to ever come up with a good reason to live. Yes, because they will guide you on their own previous experiences. Like, this is what we did, this is what we did, and asking around. We've always been told, that God sent us here. Yes, and then the first question is answered that it is God. So men told us, and everybody, you too know that God sent you here. But the next question is, how did you get here? And that question is readily answered, which is through biology. You got here by your dad meeting your mom, and then you were carried for 9 months, and then at the end of the day you were born. Yes, born, and then you started growing. But then the next question is, what did I come here to do? What's my assignment? What's my purpose being here? That's a very, very vital question, of which, if it is not answered, life is unbearable. I'm telling you the fact. If it is not answered, life itself is unbearable. So you ask, and now the matter here is, who do we ask? And there was it's very, very clear that with all indications we were sent here and by an invincible hand, which is the hand of God, the mighty hand of God. And then we need to still return back to that same God to ask Him why we are here. Many times we think that reading books or maybe trying to look at some other person's life will give us an idea why we're here. Though it can just give you an overview of why men are on earth generally, but there's a specific reason why you're on earth. So you've got to go meet the Creator, the Sender, who sent you here. He has the blueprints and everything, the plan of your life and what you ought to do here, so that your life and your time here will not be a frustrating experience. So I think going back to God is the best thing to be done if you're trying to find a reason to live on the earth. So asking God questions about what you should do, how you should do it, what's the time frame, and everything. So when He shows you and when He tells you what you should do, I think it makes life easy for you, giving you maps, giving you direction, giving you what the tools you need to fulfill the reason for your existence. That makes life easier and makes it bearable, because life under the sun is generally hard. I'm telling you the fact. But when you have a purpose, when you have a vision as to why you are here, all your energy is being poured towards moving in that direction, and then that makes life reasonable. Even through the hardship and the storms and the hard times, you have reasons to press on, because you've now gotten a vision for living. Though it's hard under the sun, your vision pushes you, gives you the inner energy, the inner strength, the zest, the capacity to be able to pursue that which you have seen in the midst of your heart, that which you have received. So the people that thrive on earth don't thrive because of their color, no, but people thrive because of the strength of their vision. Yes, the strength that their vision gives them, because the vision is the propeller of the man. Yes, there's no man that just wants to be fulfilled in life. It is the vision that has been born in your heart that gives you the capacity to pursue that which you have always seen in the midst of your heart. So I would want you to trust God for a vision. Yes, trust God for a vision, because if there's no vision, then there's no journey, and if there's no journey, life is frustrating. Yes, brother. Yes, sister out there. I want to tell you, if there's no vision, there's no journey. And when there's no journey, it's frustrating to be under the sun. It's frustrating because you have no location, there's no direction, and then you're just on the earth. So I would want you to trust God for a vision. God still gives vision. He told Abraham, He said, look at the seashore. He said, as far as your eyes can see, I will give you. He said, I will make you a father of nations. No, He was giving him direction. He was giving him the map, the scope of his destiny. And that was how Abraham was able to hit it hard in life. And then you saw the results that you got afterward. People held to God, and you do this by prayers. If you don't believe in prayers and you're under the sun, that's one of the most frustrating things and ideologies that you can stock in up here in your head. Yes, because it's very, very frustrating to not want to believe that God is up there and that He can be prayed to and He answers prayers. And that's where the matter of faith comes. I want you to have faith in God today and go ask God. Ask Him. He still answers prayers. We have asked Him before and He answered us. Those directions are the reason why and what fuels our desperation, our eagerness to live. Yes, when we wake up in the morning, we don't feel bored. We feel alive, feel happy to go out there and still carry out that vision which we saw in the midst and the chambers of our heart. So I dare you today to please go ask God for a vision. Yes, ask Him. He still answers. Ask Him for a vision. And when you ask Him for a vision, He gives you a vision, and that vision decides and empowers you to live successfully despite the hardship under the sun. Please, this is what I wanted to share with you. I believe you understand. And if you don't understand, please drop your questions in the comment below. I'll answer your questions in my next video. Thanks for staying true. I love you, and I would like to see you next time on my channel. Thank you very much once again. My name is Shadrach Sunday from Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you.